Good morning, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. And guys, we are talking about Cardano today. Please hit that subscribe button for me, guys. We're trying to make that push to 15,000 subscribers. I repeat, I cannot do it without you guys. I need you. Please hit that subscribe button. Alright, guys, I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started, guys. So again, we're talking about Cardano today. And apparently there was a large flash crash yesterday, thus leading the markets to dip significantly, as we could take a look here, losing most of our gains that we made the past couple of days, but that's okay, guys. You know, I'm not too worried about, the short-term dip. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pick up some ADA on the cheap today. It's going to be nice. Hey, let the FUD come. Let it come, guys. At the end of the day, we're in this for the long term. It's not too late to buy ADA, in my humble opinion, and we got a long ways to go, guys. This is just the beginning, in my humble opinion. I'm not worried about a short-term small flash crash. If you haven't been around crypto for a while and you're new here, guys, flash crashes happen all the time. It was really bad, when Bitcoin was at 10K. It was really, really bad. Like, we would have a flash crash literally once a week. I don't know if you guys remember those days where Bitcoin would be trying to get to 11K, then it would dump back down to 10K. It would try to get back up, and then it'll dump back down to 9K. It'll go up like $500 and then just slam back down like crazy. So, apparently this flash crash was caused by a liquidation event. People had a lot of longs in. Somebody got liquidated, and it caused a cascade of liquidations, thus flash crashing the price. Also, as well, people, when the price goes down, people panic sell, and a whale probably sold a lot of crypto as well. So there's really no way of knowing until more data, on-chain data, comes out to why the flash crash happened. But again, guys, during the 2017 parabolic run, there were multiple double-digit crashes on the way up. So I don't see the bull run ending anytime soon. Again, there's just too much money printing. There's too much money out there. There's too much interest in crypto right now. But that remains to be seen. I'm just gonna buy the dip and dollar cost average in like I've always been doing. Ain't nothing changed, baby. Moving on. Cardano is a cryptocurrency with a bright future. Yes, it is. I would agree. This is actually pretty awesome, guys. We are featured in MSN.com. That's crazy. That is crazy. So we've made it. We made it to the mainstream, guys. So it just goes on to talk about what Cardano is. Cardano is an altcoin or cryptocurrency other than Bitcoin, while some altcoins like Ethereum and Litecoin are growing in popularity and in name recognition. There are many small altcoins that nobody has heard of. In fact, today there are more than 9,000 altcoins available, and more of these cryptocurrencies are being developed all the time. These altcoins include everything from mining-based cryptocurrency to security tokens and utility tokens. So it talks about it going up. It's got listed on Coinbase. And now we've got NFTs coming out, guys. NFTs are I don't know what you want to call it, the ICO of 2017. People are making buku bucks from these NFTs. I really want to start an NFT store, like a little place where I could host, some of my favorite artists' work and put them on NFTs and sell them. That would be really cool. Let me know if you're an artist. Comment down below. I'm trying to get artists to aggregate some work and put it up online to sell. Get your name out there. That would be really cool. So we can see here, guys, investors were equally excited by the recent news from Charles Hoskinson that Cardano Cardano will use its blockchain technology to fully support NFTs, which have become white hot in recent months. So far in 2021, NFT sales were up more than 2,000%, and individual NFTs have commanded millions of dollars at auctions around the world. I actually watched the interview of that person that bought Beeple's 69 bought Beeple's 5,000 days picture for $69 million. Like, absolutely crazy, insane. There is a huge demand for NFTs. And I think that, you know, once enough people get rich off this stuff and, like, you know, too many noobs like us, too many plebs like us get rich, I think that then the government will come in and start trying to regulate things and start peeking around. And I think that will be the catalyst for the bear market. I don't think we're there yet, guys, but you know, I think we got a few more months before that occurs. But the overall sentiment is bullish, guys. We already know that Cardano has a bright future, guys. We're just really right now, we're just waiting. We're just waiting for the Alonzo Harfork. We're waiting to be able to play with our toys, our decentralized applications that should be coming out. I'm so excited. I'm looking at Project Catalyst, and I see some good things. I already see some yield farming stuff. It's going to be nice. I can't wait to see how all that's going to work. Hopefully it's intuitive. Hopefully it's user-friendly like MetaMask. And yeah, let's get this money, guys. All right, guys, we have Frederick Kierkegaard here on what makes Cardano unique. It's a short video. Let's take a listen. I hope you can hear it. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. It's my washer.
Cardano has done something really unique, and I'm not saying it's better or worse than other blockchain. I'm just saying it's very unique, and that is that we have separated the computational layer from the accounting layer, and that is a very interesting concept if you're going for enterprise adoption or any regulated adoption. Let's be frank here, right? Most of the people who makes a full-time living on a blockchain, most nation states would look at them as enterprises, even though they did not incorporate. So they would put them under the same kind of regulatory framework in terms of income tax or regulation on events and compliance and, you know, all sorts of other things, right? And what I'm trying to say to them is really like, you know, having the computational layer on the side ensures that you can do magical things, which you cannot do when you get a clustered main chain. But having the exact transactions where you really want to have the trust, including how the identity plays in and a big chunk of the metadata, you can do magic. So when I'm coming from the, let's say, the banking and supply chain world, what I'm always saying is the trick for doing integrations and really kind of, you know, create value in a banking ecosystem or an insurance ecosystem is your ability to map, store, and transact in metadata. So a normal security has probably about 150 to 180 metadata fields. Most blockchains out there, they can rarely do more than a sentence. And with Cardano, we can do so much. So I really think that what we can do today is that we need to really start educating people about what is in the Cardano world a smart contract and what does the combination of native tokens with metadata and, you know, 100% scalable blockchain, what does that actually mean and what does that look like?
So as we can see there, guys, Cardano is a very, very unique blockchain. Frederick Kierkegaard is the, I think, the head of the Cardano Foundation. So we can see that metadata, expansion of metadata, being able to separate the computational layer from the analytical layer, just one of the many things that makes it different. Another thing I wanted to get into, guys, is Ouroboros Omega, and why that's important. Charles recently tweeted, I recently approved an additional 1.5 million USD in IOG's 2021 budget to accelerate Ouroboros Omega research and delivery. Quickly, what is Ouroboros Omega? Ouroboros Omega is Ouroboros, but Ouroboros being, I guess, improved upon, and we'll take a look at the other stages of Ouroboros. So During 2016 through 2020, we've made groundbreaking advancements in the proof of stake design, bootstrapping from Genesis, optimal thorough near instant settlement, removing external clock dependency, and self-healing. Self-healing is what Ouroboros Omega is pretty much about. Let's take a look. How does Ouroboros work? A comprehensive explanation of how Ouroboros works can be found in the research paper. To summarize, Ouroboros divides the blockchain into slots and epochs. Cardano, each slot lasts for 20 seconds, and each epoch, which is an aggregation of the slots, lasts approximately 5 days. Central to Ouroboros design is the recognition that attacks are inevitable. Such the protocol has a built-in tolerance to prevent attackers from propagating alternative versions of the blockchain. This assumes that an adversary may send arbitrary messages to any participant at any time. In fact, the protocol is guaranteed to be secure as long as no more than 51% of stake is controlled by honest participants. That is, those that are following the protocol. So the slot leader is selected for each slot, who is responsible for adding the block to the blockchain and passing it on to the next slot leader to protect against adversarial attempts to subvert the protocol. Each new slot leader is required to consider the last few blocks of the received chain as transient. Only the chain that precedes this pre-specified number is considered as settled. So let's take a look at some of the Ouroboroses here. So Ouroboros Classic is Ouroboros Genesis. The drawback of Ouroboros Classic is that it was susceptible to adaptive attackers, a significant threat in a real-world setting that was resolved with Ouroboros Paros and had no secure way for a new participant to bootstrap from the blockchain, which was resolved by Ouroboros Genesis. And then Ouroboros BFT came out. This is the Byzantine fault tolerance. It is a sample protocol that was used by Cardano during the Byron reboot, which was the transition from the old Cardano codebase to the new. Ouroboros BFT will help Cardano's networks for Shelley release and decentralization. So rather than requiring all nodes to be online at all times, Ouroboros BFT assumes the federated network servers in the blockchain and synchronous communication between servers, providing ledger consensus in a simpler, more deterministic manner. Obviously, that's federated. Then we move on to Ouroboros Paros and provide substantial security and scalability to Ouroboros Classic. With Ouroboros Classic, Ouroboros Paros processes transaction blocks by dividing chains into slots, which are aggregated into epochs. Unlike Ouroboros Classic, Paros is analyzed in a semi-synchronous setting and secure against adaptive attackers. Then we have Ouroboros Genesis. Further improves on Ouroboros Paros by adding a novel chain selection rule which enables parties to bootstrap from the Genesis block without significantly the need for trusted checkpoints or assumptions about past availability. And then last we have Ouroboros Hydra, which is what Omega is about, and that is an off-chain scalability architecture that addresses 3 key challenges: high transaction output, low latency, and minimal storage per node. The recently released Hydra white paper outlines the introduction of multi-party state channels, which offer parallel transaction processing to improve Cardano's TPS, instant confirmation of transactions, reflecting the implementation's namesake. The paper refers to off-chain ledger siblings as state channels, which makes the ledger multi-headed. Sorry. Hydra enables Cardano to scale horizontally, increasing the performance by incorporating additional nodes rather than vertically. Although the addition of more powerful hardware, early simulations show that each head is to perform up to 1,000 TPS. With 1,000 heads, this could be high as 1,000,000 TPS. Once implemented, Ouroboros Hydra will allow Cardano to scale to unrivaled levels, to the level of global payment systems, guys. So this is pretty awesome. That's a little short overview of Ouroboros if you did not know. And that's a high level type thing that this won't be done for another couple of years. We really don't need Hydra right now, this instant. But once smart contracts come out, once, you know, we get Voltaire, once we get Catalyst up and running to its full capacity, we're gonna need it. All right, guys. So that's all. That's all the news today. Not too much going on, guys. Again, we're still waiting for that Alonzo hard fork. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to me blabber on for 15 minutes every day. I really appreciate it. Thank you to AJ, Burke, Garlic House, Mac Harris, Sergio, Lassie, Nielsen, The Fern Line, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericaHomeRemedies.com, Maryland 4 Crypto, Boost, Wayne Feruz, Dan, Brady, Adams, Joe, and Menace, Kyle, Boucher, Crypto, SVET.si, Eric Parra, I did the voice for the people, HBDSouthBay.com, Ryan Ingram, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, Climax EH, Angela Schroyer, Craig Wadding, C. Vale, McCordell Crumbs, Bearder, Leon Jackson, and Jacob Connor. Thank you guys so much for your wonderful Patreon support. Please hit that subscribe button. I love each and every one of you. I will talk to you tomorrow, whether pump or dump, with the VeChain and Cardano updates. Don't let your memes be dreams. Enjoy your Sunday.